Good morning, people. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. Please smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification. Damn, have we got a busy day today. We're going to be speaking with Saeed, War of the Roses show, 12 o'clock. We've got Wolfie coming on at 8:30. And we also have JC, a Fulham fan, talking to us about Rodrigo Muniz and if indeed we can get that deal done at around about 4:15 as well. We are locked in, so I wanted to get on early. However, I slept in past where I was supposed to. I've only just had my brew. So, yeah, that's why I'm on at this time. But listen, I'm here, I'm there, I'm fucking everywhere. Just Joe. Exciting announcements come at 11 o'clock as well. So watch this space on that one. Not from a Leeds United perspective. I don't want you to get it twisted. We've also got William Hill. They put a teaser up yesterday for the video I took part in London. That's going to be dropping at some point today, which means I can get my vlog out as well, which is a load of fun. So last night, late, probably post 11:30, almost 12. I did consider coming live, but I was thought, do you know what? Just get your head down. Get your head down, son. So I did that. But late last night, we had a couple of stories drop in Italy, really. But not, you know, it was more a case of one second. I just need to get my... Yeah, so it was, it came late last night from sources in Italy. And of course, I always say to you, if it's coming from Italy, take it all with, you know, a pinch of salt. However, the journalists that are reporting it are very reputable. Gianluca Di Marzio, alongside Alfredo Padula, also has given us updates on Rodrigo Muniz and Artem Dovbyk. Now, Artem Dovbyk is a name that wouldn't go away, and it could well be agent talk. It's probably more than likely to be agent talk. But he continues to be linked, and now Italy or Italian sources are now saying that Leeds United are interested. Now, according to reports, we've been, and this is from Padula himself, we've been turned down by Kristovic and Pirinoli, was it? I can't even remember his name. That's how insignificant I felt when I heard that news. And look, we heard from Leeds Live's journalist yesterday. Isaac Johnson, that Leeds United were all in on Muniz. Take everything you hear on DCL with a pinch of salt. It's all about Muniz. Well, if Leeds are still hopeful of Muniz, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good because we're seeing now that Atalanta are going all in on Rodrigo Muniz. I'm going to show you the article and we'll have a look at it. Just bear with me one moment. What a site that is, So this is the article in question. Can't see me. Now you can. That's better. Here is the article in question. So it says Atalanta have made an attempt for Mateta, but have so far run into a brick wall with Crystal Palace. I mean, if Crystal Palace were to get rid of him, especially when there's talks of Eze going to Spurs or Arsenal, it'd be looking bleak for them. So they've run into a wall with Crystal Palace. Meanwhile, they've continued to pursue Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz, who was born in 2001. After initial resistance, negotiations are underway and the deal is on track, but it needs to be finalised. The asking price, including bonuses, is over 40 million euros. We will all have further developments soon. Atalanta is working to beat out a couple of English clubs, one of them being Leeds. And that's it from that there. Alfredo Padula says that Atalanta, it's DJ Yorkie. It is not a good look. It is not a good look at all. If we were to lose out on him as well, especially when they're reporting to we're still confident. It doesn't look good. This was also backed up by Di Marzio as well as Padula, where he says Atalanta negotiations for Rodrigo Muniz are ongoing. Sorry, I just need to get my thumbnail off my gadget. So we'll have a read through this article as well, and you can surmise from it what you will. I do believe it's going to be one that if Atlanta are serious, and everywhere we read now they are, then it's probably going to be one we miss out on, and then it's a case of what we're doing. I don't know enough about the player. I think some people mentioned it on Wacko, but again, it's like with anything. I've not seen it come from anywhere except someone mentioned it was on Wacko, so I don't know enough about it, Matty. Atalanta negotiations for Rodrigo Muniz are ongoing. Again, Atalanta continues their search for Retigu's replacement. Atalanta is working to bring Juric, a new striker. Negotiations for Muniz with Fulham are continuing at an all-time high. The English club hasn't officially opened the deal yet, but the player is pushing to move to Bergamo. But then we hear from our side of things that he'd be happy to come to Leeds as well, right? But if we're competing with Atalanta, it almost feels like it's a done deal. Fulham is valuing him at around about 40 million, which would be the club's biggest investment in history. Crystal Palace's Mateta has also been considered. However, the club's position on this matter is clear. The player is open to a move, but has yet to reach full agreement with the Nerazzurri, which would unlock the deal. Atalanta, even if Lookman were to leave, would only sign one attacking player, given the presence of 5 other players in that area of the pitch. So it looks like Atalanta have now made Rodrigo Muniz from Fulham their main striker target, which again, it's not great for Leeds United. What Di Marzio then said is, and again, this could be agent stuff. It could be getting fed to Di Marzio, and he's trying to push that. It could well be the case, but Leeds are interested in Dovbyk. Now, this is a name that has continuously been linked throughout the window. I just didn't think it would be viable. It does say Leeds are interested in Dovbyk, while West Ham have inquired about Pellegrini from Roma. Roma have some Premier League news. Leeds have shown interest in Artem Dovbyk, while West Ham have inquired about Pellegrini. As for the Ukrainian striker, there is nothing advanced. In fact, so far, the English club has only expressed their interest, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, I mean, we might as well just fucking knock that one off, haven't we? I think Leeds United have expressed their interest in all footballers in the world. If you play Sunday League, you may get a call just to say, are you available from Adam Underwood, just in case. So watch this space, hold on to your hats, hold on to your phone. You might get... Hello? Yeah, it's me, Adam. How can I help? Are you available? Nah, turn down. Turn down. Any news? I don't think it's nonsense, but no, nothing as of yet, mate. If you bought in him and an additional, it's okay. You know what I mean? It is okay if that was to happen. Transfer news, Brighton striker Evan Ferguson has been offered to Roma, Atalanta. Atalanta are also tracking Fulham forward Rodrigo Muniz. That has now been picked up by Matteo Moretto. So that is now 3 Italian journalists all pushing that. So Atalanta are also tracking Fulham forward Muniz, reports Matteo Moretto. So that is one that probably is going to happen, you would think, or is definitely being pushed from Italy, from Serie A, from Atalanta. So again, that's it's not great, and you know, I don't know where we go from that. I'm not sure on the Artem Dovbyk thing. I did see it last night, as I say. I didn't do my due diligence and click onto the article. I thought I'll just speak about that in the morning. And having clicked on the article, that was the first time I did. And when he's saying that basically just an inquiry's been made, it means nothing, right? Because we've inquired about every man and his dog. You know, that's the truth of the matter at this moment in time. Now, another update that could potentially maybe help Leeds. I'm not too sure though. I mean, he does play further forward at times. He is a midfielder, can play out wide. It is Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey is a Newcastle target. I feel like this might be some FFP PSR little move arounds happening because Aston Villa are open to a sale. The players' terms are not likely to be an issue for Newcastle. Villa are up against PSR, having missed out on the Champions League. And then Ramsey would also help Newcastle meet their UEFA homegrown quota. It could well be it's just like a Longstaff replacement and they still go after Bilal El Khanous. So one to watch. And it could well mean that Bilal El Khanous then he's not wanted by Newcastle. Depends how Eddie Howe sees his midfield and where he fits in, etc. Does he play back wide? But then you look at the wide options they've got with Jacob Murphy, Gordon, Elanga, and Barnes. So I think maybe it might mean they move on. But then now we're seeing, and of course his release clause has expired, so it might cost more than Tottenham are willing to pay for, but we're now seeing that Eze could be on his way to Spurs. You've also got to factor in, we may well see Arsenal come to the table. I don't think they will allow Spurs to get a free run at him when they've been linked all summer. So that could then mean Palace pivot and look at Bilal El Khanous. The unfortunate thing is we're way down a pecking order, aren't we? You know, we're way down a pecking order. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we go, what we do, who we get. It is genuinely at this moment in time. Your guess is as good as mine because we see new links every day. We see players rejecting us. We get the local journalists saying things can happen. Sorry, I'm yawning. Broken sleep, man. I was up at like fucking 5 a.m. That seagull, man. Barr, barr, barr. I need a gun or something. So Sunderland, but they've managed it, Joe. What's that, mate? Sorry. Yeah, but it depends who's competed for their players' lofts, doesn't it? Are you worried about how James has been in pre-season? Not really. We only saw him twice. No, once. Was it twice or once? Once. I'm not that asked. Atalanta don't seem to be waiting for dominoes to fall. Where are you getting that from, Nick? Are you just saying it because they're looking for Muniz? Have they got him? No. They've already lost the striker? Yes. So that's their dominoes have already fallen, mate. Sunderland was down pecking order, but they seem to be getting players in. Yeah, so it depends on who they're competing with, right? So who was after Xhaka? He wanted Premier League. There was only one team in the Premier League that wanted him. They beat us to Siddiqui and Diarra. Had that competition come from higher up the league, they probably wouldn't have got him. You know? So why is it? Yeah, Sunderland have done amazing business, yeah, but I support a lot. People are saying, well, why are they getting it done? Yeah, and it's a fair argument. It's a fair argument, you're right. Yeah, we're not getting Trossard, unfortunately, but yeah, it would be an amazing signing. Sheffield Whites, it's not fair to make that assessment yet. It's not fair to make that assessment yet. I understand. Yeah, I understand. Annoying that everyone would want as much higher suitors, but that's also a good thing, right? You probably didn't get a notification, mate, because I set it up and then went live. So I think sometimes that happens. Sunderland owners have ambition, ours don't. Again, I think that's unfair because the targets that we have gone for are wanted by other clubs. You know, so I mean, I think it's a brain-dead argument, but when people always go to me, well, if he were any good, why would he come to us? Or if he were any good, why don't them at the top want him? And I never subscribe to that notion. But at least with these players, other clubs want them, right? Morning, James. So take that bit with you. Put us out of our misery, go get Sargent. Adam Underwood has made it. Yeah, he has, Kershaw. This is what I mean. It's unfair to say some of the stuff because we have made great signings. We have made great signings. What's this? Isak adamant he'll not play for Newcastle again, even if window closes. You ain't got a chance, mate. That's mad that he's saying that. Sunderland have overpaid and will lose half of their team to AFCON. It is a worry for them that, there's no getting away from that fact. It is a worry for them. Sunderland fans will tell you that with the fixture they've got during that time. Yes, they are an anomaly. They are. I mean, the PR's terrible. I even think, I don't know, the journalists are being shit, but yeah, I don't know. Would you sell Ramsey if it meant we were to buy a right back? So yeah, do we think the do we think that Ramsey going Newcastle helps us with Bilal El Khanous? So I don't know, mate. Look, no one's getting Demirovic yet. No one's getting Demirovic yet, and that's someone that Lockie's continuously gone for. What's as well, what's our obsession with City? According to, if everyone's right, Dovbyk, that other gadget, Pacuni or whatever, and Kristovic, we go for 3 strikers from Serie A, if reports are believed to be true. Yeah, true, Luke. Well, let's hope that helps us. But then you worry about Palace because nah, we won't have a chance at Trossard, mate. Someone's just tagged me in a tweet. We won't have a chance. European football, big wages, etc. In the Gazzetta, Atalanta approach Rodrigo Muniz, offer 40 million plus bonuses. Looks like that's going to get done, Fulham are demanding a fixed 45 million. The player is keen to join. I think... Well, the confidence they had yesterday has to have gone. It has to have gone. Sorry, Sarah. I need to sort my head out, don't I? I'll probably have naps in between. Top gadget. It is mad that we have got a weaker attack. I do agree with you. 100%. Again, I don't think this... Well, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Who with, Pete? Who with? I think the previous relegated teams being whackers affected our pull. The last 2 seasons, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because everyone just automatically assumes now you're going down, don't they? You're right. Which is frustrating. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look at the Athletic deal sheet and see if there's anything on there. Yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it, Chris? It's definitely looking that way. All right, let's have a look. Transfer deal sheet, latest on Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and more. See if there's any. Ornstein's one to watch is Ramsey. He's saying he'll never play for Newcastle again. What we're hearing about Belabor, he's on his way to Manchester United, I think. If indeed they I mean, I don't know where Man United have got this cash from all of a sudden. Liverpool are interested in Parma centre-back. Donnarumma's going to leave PSG. Everton have got Jack Grealish. And Nkunku's going Leipzig. Kingsley Coman has gone to Al Nassr. Ignacio Martinez, Al Nassr. James McAtee of Forest. Newcastle are going to loan Vlachodimos. Again, look, we're getting less and less now. 73.5 million. Leeds United with only 6.5 million brought in. Palace still only 2 million. Fulham haven't spent a penny yet either. Arsenal, they always just do top 6, to be fair. I mean, I'd take Jakub Kivior, by the way. I'd take Kivior. I'd take Zinchenko, Reece Nelson, even Fabio Vieira as a 10. But Chelsea, we know what's happened there. They still want Garnacho. Take Chukwuemeka. Probably take Disasi. That's it. Who've Liverpool got ready to go? Simicas, Harvey Elliott. I mean, apparently he's been attractive interest from Bundesliga outfit Leipzig. 50 million. Wow. Future of young winger Ben Doak is also unclear. Newly promoted Leeds are one of several top flight clubs keen on Doak, who is valued at around about 20 million. I'll be disappointed. Look, it sounds mad. Not for Leeds United, he isn't, Jason. Please understand. I get this all the time. He's at Arsenal. If you think Zinchenko's a rubbish footballer and doesn't improve Leeds, you've lost your head, bro. It's mental. Stop comparing us with Premier League clubs. We have just come up from the Championship. It is mental. So he's gone from City to Arsenal, and he's not good enough for Leeds. Have a day off, man. Listen, you can debate DCL, but don't tell me that he's rubbish. It's mad. It is absolutely mad. It's mental, man. Honestly. Does me bouncing. Højlund, we know, is going to AC Milan, I think. Donnarumma could go there. Anthony Sancho and Malacia. Don't want any, do we? Let's have a look. There's nothing on Leeds, unfortunately. At all. Beyond centre forward, which is clearly their most pressing need, Ho ideally wants to sign another midfielder following Sean Longstaff's departure to Leeds. And Willock is suffering from a calf injury. So that could be the Jacob Ramsey, right? Jacob Ramsey. Tottenham. What else have we got? Oh, and then it's Barca and Real. Fuck that. Nothing in there for us, is there really? Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, but you take him. Again, what you've done there, Jason, is listened to top 6 fans talking about Zinchenko, Arsenal fans talking about Zinchenko. That's where that's from, bro. Genuinely. And we're not them, man. We're not them. That's why, like, when people tell me, like, oh, Harry Maguire, oh, Rasmus Højlund, it's like you're looking at it through an angle of a top 6 fans' eyes or a Man United fans' eyes. You know, not on us. Do you know what I mean? Leeds are skibbity toilet. skibbity toilet. Not nervous, mate, because we have to do the business. That is 100%. Honestly, exclusive. Vinny Jr. looks like he's been in secret talks with Man City. The player is very keen on the Premier League for this or next summer. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine that. That would be insane. Yeah. Nah, he won't do that. I mean, that's a player that Lockie mentioned in it. But again, it's yeah. There's names all the time. Names all the time. So it is what it is. But yeah, look, it's all going off in Serie A. Rodrigo Muniz and Dovbyk to Leeds. Muniz probably goes to Atalanta now. Yeah, we're chasing our tails. We'll have to wait and see what happens. The exciting news is, though, I'm going to be back in an hour with Saeed TV for our War of the Roses show. So make sure you join us that. I don't know enough about him, Richard. Don't know enough about him. Vinny Jr. is not good enough, you're right. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Join me back here at 12. If there are some transfer news, we'll talk on it. But it's going to be me and Saeed here at 12 o'clock. Peace out and love for the love.